Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in today's video we will understand how to post work anniversary wishes on Microsoft Teams from Google Sheets. So here let's say that in a Google Sheets I've added the details of my employees. Here my objective is to send a message on my Microsoft Teams channel on their work anniversaries. So now to do this I need to set up a connection between these applications, for which I'm going to use this amazing automation software that is Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn more about this process, make sure to follow me through the screen. In this video, we will understand how to post work anniversary wishes on Microsoft Teams from Google Sheets. So here let's say that in a Google Sheet, I've added the details of my employees. So here my objective is to send a message on my Microsoft Teams channel on their work anniversaries. So now in order to automate this entire process, I'm going to use this amazing automation software that is Pabbly Connect. So this here is the landing page, and in order to reach here, you just have to type in pabbly.com/connect in your browser. So over here, you can see that I've got two options. One is of sign in and the other one is of sign up for free. So if you're an existing user, you can simply sign in. But if you're a new user, you can click on the sign up for free button, and every month you will get 100 tasks for free. So as an existing user, I'm going to sign in. Now this here is the all applications page by Pabbly. So here I will go to Pabbly Connect and click on access now to reach my dashboard. So this here is my dashboard, and now in order to create a new workflow, I will go to my right hand side corner and click on this create workflow button. So now in this dialog box appearing, I'm going to give my workflow a name. So here I've named it as Post Work Anniversary Wishes on Microsoft Teams from Google Sheets. On my left hand side, you can see that these are the folders which I've created before. So I want to save this workflow in the folder named as Auto Greetings with Pabbly, and now I'm going to click on Create. So as I did that, now I have arrived on a very important window which consists of trigger and action. So basically, trigger and action are the two most important principles or concepts of Pabbly Connect on which this entire automation will depend. Trigger says when this happens, action says do this. Action is an automated response of a trigger application, and in a workflow you can only have one trigger but multiple action applications. So now moving to my use case, that is to send work anniversary wishes on Microsoft Teams from Google Sheets. So now to automate this process, I will go to my trigger window, and over here I'm going to search for schedule by Pabbly as my trigger step. So over here, by using schedule by Pabbly, I'm going to schedule the workflow. So I want to run this workflow on an everyday basis, and that too at 8 a.m. So from here, I'm going to select the time as 8 a.m. So once I've done that, now I'm going to click on save. And here you can see that it is successfully scheduled. So that means this workflow is going to run on an everyday basis at 8 a.m. So now moving to this action step, over here I'm going to use date time formatter by Pabbly to fetch the current date. So here the action event will be current date because I want to get the current date in this workflow. Now I'm going to click on connect. And over here from this basic format drop down, I'm going to select the basic format as DDMMYY. So this here will be my basic format. Now I'm going to click on save and send test request in order to get the current date. Here you can see that this here is today's date, that is of 8th May 2024. So now I'm going to click on this add action step. So as over here I have got the current date and I have selected that how many times I want to run this workflow. So now it's our step to get the details which we have added in our Google Sheets. So over here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to search for Google Sheets as my action application. Here it is. And the action event will be to look up for the rows. So over here, I'm going to select lookup spreadsheet rows as my action application. Now I'm going to click on connect. And over here, to add a new connection, you just have to sign in with your Google account. Here I'm going to click on allow as this is a secure access. And the authorization was successful. So here you can see that Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect is successfully connected. So now moving to the select spreadsheet part and the select sheet part. So this here is the Google Sheet which I've created by the name of employee details. It consists of 5 columns and only of one sheet. So over here I've added the details, and these are the details which I would like to look up. So I'm going to select the spreadsheet as employee details. And over here you can see that it has automatically selected the sheet. So now moving to the lookup column, which means for which particular column I want to look up. So over here, I want to look up for this column that is of the day. So here D is the date column. So that is why over here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to select the lookup column as D. So after mentioning the lookup column, now I need to mention the lookup value. So here I have to map the value of the date, but the thing is that over here in this Google Sheet, I've added the date in date and month format. But the current date which we have got over here in this workflow is in a different format. So that is why it will make it difficult to compare it with the current date and the date which is added over here in this Google Sheet. So that is why in Pabbly Connect, we are going to add an action step over here. So over here, we are going to use text formatter by Pabbly. So we are going to split the date into different parts so that we can get the desired date which we want to map in that field. So over here in the text to split field, I'm going to map the current date. So basically mapping means to insert the data from previous step. So over here I've mapped the date. Moving to the separator, so hyphen will be the separator. So here the segment index will be all because I want to split the entire date. I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received the response. This here is the date, this here is the month, and this here is the year. So now going to this Google Sheets action window. So over here in this lookup value field, I'm going to map the date which I've got from text formatter. So over here, I'm going to map the date. So here I have mapped it. So you can see that the lookup column is of D, that is for the date. And over here in the lookup value as well, I have mapped the date. So now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received the response, but in a simple response format. I'm going to toggle off this button and now I'm going to get the response in advanced format. So over here you can see that the response which I've received is in array format. So now I need to process the array. So I'm going to click on this add action step, and over here I'm going to use iterator by Pabbly. So iterator by Pabbly will help me to process the arrays. Now I'm going to click on connect. And over here it has selected the arrays, and now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And you can see that over here I have received the details and the arrays has been processed successfully. So now moving ahead, I will go to this add action step as I want to send a message in my Microsoft Teams channel. So in order to do that, over here in Pabbly Connect, I'm going to search for Microsoft Teams as my action application. Here it is. And the action event will be to send message in a channel. So now I'm going to click on connect. And here, in order to add a new connection, you just have to connect with your Microsoft account. So here I'm going to click on accept as this is a secure access. And you can see that the authorization was successful. So here you can see that Microsoft Teams and Pabbly Connect is connected. So now moving to the team and the channel. So here I need to select the team and the channel. So this here is my team, that is by the name of Digital Initiative Public Relations, and here is the channel that is by the name of General. So in this channel, I would like to send a message. So over here in Pabbly Connect, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the team from the drop down, and I'm going to select the channel as well. So over here, if you would have noticed, the date which is mentioned over here in this Google Sheet, that is of the joining date, it matches the current date of today. So that means today is the work anniversary of this employee by the name of dummy user. So that is why as we are setting up this automation, so I'm going to send a message on my Microsoft Teams channel regarding the work anniversary. So here in this Microsoft Teams action step, I'm going to frame the message now. So over here, this is the message which I've framed. So here after happy work anniversary, I would like to mention the name of this employee. So from the response received, I'm going to map the name. So here you can see that I have mapped the name. In this workflow, I have mapped a lot of details. So this method of mapping is important so that every time you're going to receive a new response, so that response could be taken into consideration in these fields. If I would have written this information manually, in that case, this information could have become static, which means that it wouldn't change even if I would have received a new response. So to avoid the problem, we mapped the information. So as I've mapped the details in these fields, now I'm going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that I have received the response, and this here is a positive response. That means a message would have been sent on Microsoft Teams. So I'm going to show you the message as well. So over here you can see that this here is the message that has been sent. It goes as happy work anniversary dummy user. Your commitment and passion for what you do are truly commendable. Wishing you continued success in your career. Regards, Pablitude's team. That means a message has been successfully sent on my Microsoft Teams account on a work anniversary of an employee. So this automation is a successful one. That means a message will be sent on Microsoft Teams automatically on a work anniversary of an employee. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Not just these applications, you can integrate a lot more applications and create amazing automations by using Pabbly Connect. So you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can write us to https://forum.pabbly.com, and for pricing related issues, you can visit this link. So you can create a lot more automations by using Pabbly Connect, and don't forget to share these videos with your friends, colleagues. Subscribe to our channel for more.